According to them, the first slave ships arrived on August 25, 1619. But I'm sure nobody has ever cared to mention Juan Garrido, a free black man, joined Spanish explorers in present-day Florida in 1513. He later helped Cortez take Mexico before moving on to California in search of gold. Speaking of California, the colonial settlement of San Luis Obispo, 5 of the 6 Spanish soldiers garrisoned there were of African descent. About half of the residents of the early village of Los Angeles were black. The Pico family, whose members included prominent California landowners, colonial governors, state senators, and the former owner of the property that became Hearst Castle, were black as well. 20 years later, after Juan, a black explorer known as Esteban the Moor, struggled to cross a Texas desert. He was just one of 4 survivors of a Spanish expedition that went horribly wrong. A guide and translator for his companions, Esteban and his group had walked 15,000 miles by 1536 and seen more of the North American continent than any explorers would until Lewis and Clark. Guyanese historian, linguist, and anthropologist Ivan van Sertima wrote a controversial book called They Came Before Columbus: The African Presence in Ancient America. In the book, he claims that Africans had been to the New World centuries before Columbus. Columbus himself suggested that there were black people in America before him. In his Journal of the Second Voyage, he recorded that Native Americans in Haiti told him that black-skinned people had come from the south and southeast. History books frequently disregard events such as this, presenting a narrative that seems to imply that we solely existed in Africa before being transports to this particular part of the globe. The oldest skeletal remains found in the Americas are of black people. These skeletons have been found throughout the Americas, dating back to between 800 BCE and 300 CE. So these history books that you get in grade school, narratives often focus on European exploration and colonization, which tend to overshadow earlier histories. This has often led to a Eurocentric view of history. And remember, you don't have to take my word. I'm just here to put the knowledge in front of you so you know where to start on your own research.